I'm very excited for people, fans, old and new, to fall in love with this film and the franchise and the many worlds that you guys have created for us. Thank you.
Thank you guys for being here at the Variety Studio at Comic-Con. I'm Jordan. Do we want to take it away with a fishbowl question?
Let's do it. We're jumping right in. I hope you guys are ready.
Born ready.
Born ready. All right, first one. Who do you go to when you're having a bad day on set, and why?
On set?
Are we talking about this set? Yeah, right.
Is this an animated film?
We were individually in the studio with Lauren for
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
Lauren, who did you go to when you were having a bad day?
Day on set, yes.
Usually my dogs. Like that's you just go home, you pet the dogs, and somehow the rage melts away.
Yeah.
But are we talking like in the crew? Who did I go to?
Yeah.
You know, so many people.
Yeah.
In so many ways.
Yeah.
For so many different tasks.
Yeah.
If it was an art-related thing, I go to the art team.
Yeah.
If it's a lore or franchise-related thing, these guys. And you know, I go to you guys for your characters. If I need amazing acting, these are the folks.
If you're having a long day in the booth doing lines, what's your go-to to like a tea, a lemonade? What do you do to kind of like refresh the vocal cords?
Coffee.
Throat coat tea.
Ooh, yes.
Hot water with lemon or lime.
There you go.
Green apples are becoming very popular.
Green apple.
Green apples for the voice?
Yeah.
I've not heard of this.
It's supposed to, I think, take the spittle out of your mouth, so you're not so smacky.
Really?
If
I
you get
could
like
use a few
smacky.
right now.
Yeah.
Ah, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. But I will tell you, one fun thing that we would do a lot with Eric, because he had a lot of action in this film, was, you know, sometimes when you need to get that action into the voice, like, so we'd send him off to do some jumping jacks.
I would be, well, it was
some
too,
push-ups.
it was too embarrassing to do, like, everybody's watching, so I would go behind these, this
Sliders,
thing, like something
right?
like that, and I would be doing burpees in the back, just like jump and then push up and jump, and then I'd be lifting chairs to kind of, they'd be like, you're gonna throw this boulder. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah,
And then I'd
like
be throwing chairs in the back.
a few times we need Aang to feel a little beat up. He's like, come on, and off Eric would run to behind the divider, and then I'd see like little hands popping up behind it, and then he'd come back out and get to the acting.
Yeah.
And it worked. The throwing, everything.
Yeah,
always
well, and
does.
then you just hear me like panting, and it's not even acting at that point. I'm just genuinely exhausted as I read lines.
Did anyone else use this trick, or was it just Eric?
I mean, Eric unfortunately got, I think, beat up the most and did the most beating up. Like, there was a lot that was happening. Katara and Toph definitely had their moments, but these ladies, like, they could hold it down. And then poor Eric were like, he's not beat up enough.
Yeah.
Make him more beat up.
Yeah.
And he'd send him off to do his thing.
But it was fun. It was fun. It's like it's a twofer. You get to work out and you get to do some fun voice acting. You know, it's a combo.
Do we want to try one more question?
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. Ooh, Hall H or the convention floor?
Hall H.
That was so quick.
Yes.
I mean, Hall H is huge, but you don't have to
In the midst of
navigate
all
the
that.
swarm of people to get through the convention floor. So that was our first time in Hall H this year. It was really fun, and you know, the first time we came to Comic-Con, we were in like a small room about probably a couple, 200-300 people, and now we have to go into the room with thousands of people. It's pretty wild. So
Yeah, Hall H is cool.
Yeah.
Convention floor we have not yet.
This is
braved.
my first time at Comic-Con,
Yeah.
so my first experience is Hall H. And
That's one as well.
I'm hoping to go to the convention floor.
Yeah.
You guys want to go?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Well, we have a little moment today.
Mentally prepare myself.
Yep.
You gotta go soon, because eventually you're gonna start getting swarmed
I'm so excited.
Swarmed
I
by
wanna go
fans.
I need to check it
on
out.
the con
It'll be
floor.
fun.
There's a lot of Avatar people in cosplay.
Yeah.
walking
Really?
around.
So I'll just
Yeah,
blend
it's-
in because I'm kind of cosplaying.
You'll see a lot of Kataras out there.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
guitars.
That's so cool.
Let's do one more.
Yeah.
Well, it's, I think good 3 for 3.
All right, I'm gonna get a next little.
For warming
All
up.
right, here we go. Here we go. What IP from your childhood is special to you, but nobody else knows about it?
Oh,
That's a
Yeah, I don't know if there's one that nobody knows about.
Yeah, we all know about your.
Yeah, you know all my Little Mermaids and my Sailor Moons and my all the other things. Wow, you know, I mean, there was an IP called Herself the Elf that is just not very well known, and the artwork was beautiful. Also, Rose Petal Place, also not very well known. Pretty amazing. Sorry, I was a young girl. I was liking very
You
girly
know
things.
the ones no one knows.
Yeah.
Rose Petal Place, Herself the Elf. Look them up. The artwork is very, very cute.
I saw The Last Unicorn in the theater when I was a little kid. It was really beautiful, and I was so young that I had more of a kind of dream-like memory of it.
Yeah.
And then
It's tricky.
years later, I mean, just a couple years ago, a friend of ours who works on Seven Havens and worked with us on a couple things, gave me the novel, and I flipped like an original or an old printing of it,
Okay.
and I flipped it over and I read the premise. I was like, this is Avatar. So I think it might have wormed its way into
wow.
our childhood brains.
cool. Yeah.
People obviously
That
know
was a
about The
big
Last
thing.
Unicorn, but it's not as widely.
Yeah, it's
known.
become like a little more cult hit, but it's still very on the down low.
And
it
the
is
animation's
beautiful
incredible.
and it is
Yes.
trippy, and I think it probably traumatized me a little bit as a kid. Like that bull friggin'
But the Bull's kind of Zuko, kind of
Yeah.
Fire Nation.
and pushing all the unicorns into the sea. It was really upsetting.
It's sort of the air
But it's
nomads.
amazing.
And, yeah. But I
Yeah.
didn't even, if you had asked me before reading
Yeah.
the back of that book, I wouldn't have even remembered the plot. And then I was just like, oh, I guess we're just passing these myths down through
mean,
time, through generations.
It happens. The number of times I've subconsciously used Little Mermaid shots or references in my work is a little bit alarming. Rarely is it intentional. Sometimes it is, but usually it's just in that DNA. And then I'm like, oh,
part
I
of you.
just put it in another thing. There it goes.
But what's cool about Little Mermaid, Last Unicorn, these are really beautifully hand animated 2D films, and that's the tradition that we are trying to keep alive with Avatar Aang. So yeah, it's full circle. It's a craft that we're trying to pass down through the generations and not let die out.
That is a great segue to Avatar Aang, which we're seeing for the first time, on the big screen. It's, I think, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
How does it feel tonight? We're seeing Avatar Aang on the big screen tonight. The big screening. How does it feel to finally have this in theaters this week for fans to see?
I think we're all very excited. When we started making this movie, we were told it was a theatrical release, and so a lot of our decisions were made for a big screen to be seen that way. And so, regardless of how it was released, it was only going to be on a theater screen for a short period of time. Well, we're glad that people are going to get that opportunity a little bit. And then it's going to be out in the world for everyone to see and everyone to appreciate and to watch in any manner they want. And I think we're just really excited to share it. We're really excited for people to see it and for it to be out there. I'm very proud of a lot of the themes that are in it and a lot of the lessons that it teaches. But yeah, that's all.
And the talents and work of these fine voice actors, they really brought the characters to life. And we have our wonderful legacy cast, but we're aging the characters up, and we kind of wanted to do a fresh start for this new foray into theatrical for us, so yeah, it's just amazing hearing they're obviously honoring the great work and kind of personalities that our legacy actors created, but then they all bring them to life, age them up, and put their own spin onto them, and it's just been a delight, and I think the fans will really enjoy it.
Are you guys excited for it to come out?
Absolutely.
I'm stoked for people to finally see it. I think, I've had the distinct pleasure of being able to see it on the big screen and watching it on a huge screen in a theater with an incredible sound system really brings it to life in a way that we had only seen little bits and clips in the studio. So for it to all come together and to have the full effect right there was so powerful. And I have to say, it is a visually stunning film. And it's even when we were doing it in the studio, this is amazing. This looks beautiful.
And sonically.
Sonically, it's
Zuckerman's
it's
score
a journey.
is
Yeah.
amazing.
Absolutely.
So I'm I'm very excited for people, fans, old and new, to fall in love with this film and the franchise and the many worlds that you guys have created for us. Thank you.
I think one of the questions everyone has is how can we get it in theaters longer? How can we extend that?
You're talking to the wrong
theatrical run?
people.
Yeah.
think
If
you
it
need
was
to
our
talk to our
decision,
bosses.
you know, things would happen differently. But you know, those are decisions made by people who
The
are
more people
much
demand it, maybe you know,
Yeah.
the people who make
Higher
those
than us.
decisions will listen. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
If it becomes a movement, you know, if there's a groundswell of kind of a cultural moment, you know,
Mhm.
it's happened a few times with Avatar. We've been lucky, but like Lauren said, at least people can now see it officially without being on the dark web, which is nice. So yeah.
But yeah, I've seen like a lot of like people just doing like group screenings, like planning group screenings in LA and different communities and stuff. So I think that's probably going to be part of the way people watch it together is
Right.
just like go see it on a big screen, big television screens somewhere. I think the important thing, people gathering together to watch it is like
Totally.
what's special about it.
Yeah, Avatar, you know, we're here at Comic-Con and we've been coming here for over 20 years with Avatar, and it's not just like fans, it's a community. These people really, a lot of people have formed, you know, decades-long friendships through Avatar and grown with it and now are showing it to their kids if they have kids or, so yeah, it's like Mike said, I think it's something wherever the venue is or, you know, people want to experience it together and we want that for them too. So to watch it tonight with almost 5,000 people in Ballroom 20 is going to be incredible. So yeah.
Do you have a message for people who stayed strong, did not watch the leak on the dark web, and now they were patient enough to watch it like this?
I hope it pays off for them. I mean, I appreciate their patience and dedication, and I hope it was worth the wait.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
I think it's there's something about respecting the intentions of the creators and the many artists who poured years of their life into this, and to go about it the proper way is a very, I think, a respectful way of showing appreciation to the art form and to the many, many countless hours, and I don't know how much you guys put into this. And I think that's just like a great way to show respect. So thank you guys for waiting.
It'll be worth it, I'm sure. I'm excited to watch it tonight. For the voice actors, what was your first line you recorded in character or a favorite line from the movie?
Aang!
Yeah.
I felt like one time I actually dreamt yelling Aang in my sleep. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, this is happening. Yeah, funny enough, I have so many memories because we shot this over the course of almost 3 years. And I personally was in different studios around the world doing this. So I would catch the team on Zoom when we could, but I have so many memories connected to screaming Aang with different emotional nuances. So ironically, that is my favorite thing that I say in the movie.
What about you, Dion?
Me, Toph just has so many good ones. But
Yeah.
of course there's, you know, I'm the best earthbender in the world, which is always a memorable one.
Yeah.
But she has so many, I'm really lucky.
Yeah, we'd make poor Dion scream that line, like, scream it again! I'm the greatest earthbender in the world. It was a lot of fun.
For me, I think I had a lot of fun with Taga, just screaming Taga.
So screaming seems to be a theme.
Yeah, I think towards the end, every session I'd walk out, I was like, I might lose my voice from so much screaming. But it's really, like, I am not that, I don't yell at people. So having an excuse to scream and yell and be incredibly emotive using just my voice, I think was a lot of fun. And then I will say, I think the one line that took us forever was, "I love that hat."
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
You
That was
remember?
one of your
That
first
was
lines.
the
yeah.
first session I walked into,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do this line called "I love that hat." We're gonna do it hundreds of times over the span of 2.5 years.
I remember giving you the reading over Zoom, and oh man, I tried singing you the melody like da 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 da. You know? I was like, "You're a singer, you can do this." Da, 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 da.
So many. I love that hat. How about I love that hat? I love that hat. Yeah.
Didn't you say you had to be careful when you couldn't scream too, because you were also touring at the same time?
Yeah, when we started, I was in the middle of a world tour. And so I think I was scared. And it was like, I'm on tour, I'm going to jump in, do 2 sessions, and I'm back on the road. And so we would try to be strategic about when and where and how I'm yelling or screaming. And I think when we finally got off tour, I was like, okay, you guys can have whatever you want. Like, we could scream and do anything. So that was also a kink in the process.
Whose hat did you love?
So,
It's mine. It flew off my head. And I love that hat.
That was good. We should
Yeah,
record
that was. Save that
It's
one.
in the movie.
It's in the movie. So now you know.
Yesterday at the panel, you guys said, I believe Katara was pregnant at one point in the movie, and you walked that back and did not go down that route. What was the original idea behind this storyline?
It was just, we knew that characters were going to be aged up, and so we were trying to find the right, how aged up were we going to make them. And it, it's starting a family is a big transition period in a person's life. And we know from Legend of Korra that Boomy is their first child. So we explored that option. That started to feel like a little too grown up, or a little, we kind of jumped past the, maturing from teenage years to mid-20s. So we went back to that idea. Sure.
Because that was the first time I saw that as well.
Yeah.
Were you guys planning to make her do battle?
Yeah.
Like water
yeah,
bending?
she battled pregnant.
That would be cool.
When Lauren came onto the because Mike and I were developing the story for a while before Lauren came on to direct, and when she came on, she was a huge part of the story. I actually think you should have story credit in the movie, but
It's under my job title. It's fine.
but Lauren, like Mike said, we know that's where Aang and Katara and their family go. That's just a given because we're plugging into the events of The Legend of Korra. But it put a weird spin. The kind of plot of the movie started to put a strange kind of context on Katara having the baby in it. It wasn't in the best. It had a weird connotation that we just wanted them to have a family because they wanted to have a family, not because she needed to give birth to an airbender. So it became a thing that was not. Lauren was like, I don't think we need this, and we were like, we agree, and maybe her getting in battles with Taga and this big belly was not a great idea, So, but there were different. Then it was like, oh, then it becomes almost damsel in distress, and we didn't want to do that either.
And ultimately, we want to leave room in case we want to tell more stories. And we know that we've all seen Korra. We know where their relationship's going to go, and we know it's always going to be out of a place of love. But this is our first movie out of the gate. So we're going to give ourselves some room to reach these other arcs that might, who knows? There's plenty of stories to tell.
Yeah.
What other eras of Airbender history would you guys like to explore, and if you got to do another?
Well, the movies, we're waiting to see how this one does. We have a lot that are in development. We have even a script that we feel really good about, but we'll see how this one fares. And then I can say that I'm actually working on a project, a series that is in a different time period that I'm really excited about. There's so much in the Avatar world to explore, and different time periods, different tones, and so it's even for us. I mean, we've been in this world for 24 years, and it's still fruitful to me. It's there's still a wellspring of ideas and inspiration, and I'm still exploring the Avatar world and the spirit world, and so yeah, there's really no. What I don't like doing is doing the same thing over and over again.
Like Brian and I like there's so much more to their backstory, but you know, you have a certain runtime, you can only fit so much, and you don't want to spend a ton of time away from your main story and your main characters. So we really had to kind of whittle it down and just tell you like the simplified version to get it across, but there's so much more like depth that I think is behind it that would be really fun to tell in like another prequel.
The show, is that Seven Havens, or that's something else that you've met? Something else. Yeah.
I've been hinting at it for a little while
More
now.
things.
So please stream on Paramount Plus as much as you can. We need
More Avatar.
We need more Avatar, everybody.
We need this.
So much.
And then I know, I think there was an Avatar Kyoshi movie, something kind of in the works. Is that the script, or that's another thing?
We're always talking about
We're lu-
Avatar Kyoshi.
We're very
trying to find
lucky.
something for her to do.
We're very
yeah.
lucky that we have really passionate fans, and then those sometimes turn into passionate fan news accounts, and their news is not always substantiated. And I do believe there was some kind of, there might have been a shred of truth in there, but there was some post that went kind of viral as if it were news, and it was not accurate. There was a mole. Somebody leaking information, but it wasn't all accurate, so that was kind of annoying, and we would want to like jump in there and be like not just like that's not true, but like it's kind of true, but you don't really know what you're talking about, and like this isn't really ready to be talked about. So yeah, there's Mike especially has been overseeing a lot of development of the kind of like potential like feature or even like maybe like streaming size movies and stuff. So we have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities in the future.
Yeah.
And I mean, the cool thing with Avatar Studios is we're doing also, overseeing publishing and video games and all that stuff. So like, Kyoshi shows up in the fighting game now, which is cool. And that some of that was, based on stuff we did in the Kyoshi novels. So it's all like kind of. My job now is to sort of make sure, like, if this character is showing up over here, like, does it still make sense with all the other stuff we've done or might do in the future?
I want to get a Seven Havens question in here before we wrap up. So 26 episodes. Is it all at once? Is it 2 seasons? What can we kind of expect?
They're still figuring that part out. So I know there was a little
hiccup.
Just somebody jumped the gun, I think. But right now there's book 1 and book 2. Yeah.
But yeah, they're figuring out.
But as far as how it's
cadence,
going to come out, I don't
kind
know
of working
yet.
on that.
You'll have to wait and see. Tune in to Paramount Plus.
October 9th is the important part.
Yeah.
Is there anything in Avatar Aang that we should keep an eye out for that we will see in Seven Havens?
Well, honestly, the trailer that we just released for Seven Havens, right out of the gate, you hear Vari Joshri singing, and she also sings in Jeremy Zuckerman's score in the Avatar Aang film, and we were using her in Seven Havens. She's absolutely incredible. She's a really celebrated Indian classical singer and Carnatic singer and flautist, and we were talking to Jeremy, and we were like, why don't we use her for Sonam's theme? It's I love that kind of connection, and it really ties the spirit of these two worlds, these two stories together in the world. So for me, that's one of the biggest.
There's a lot of Korra stuff for sure connecting, but there might be a few Aang era Easter eggs in there.
Yeah, and Seven Havens.
Yeah.
Eric, I wanted to ask before we go, obviously Traders was huge. Which character from Avatar would make the best trader? Traders.
Toph would make the best trader. Yeah, I think she's just badass and bold, and like she does whatever she wants is when I think about Toph, and I think that's a trader mentality in a great way. So I think she would be a great trader.
Deanne, do you agree?
Yes, because Toph does what Toph wants.
Yes. She has the power.
Yes, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate your time. Cannot wait to watch it. I do have a ticket tonight to see the movie, so I'm very excited.
Great.
I would see it with the big crowd.
Very cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.